Wasting no time, the teleporters are coming out, Jaws, and the fighting is going to commence. Washington Justice have lost the first member. It's going to be Assassin and Naga, who has been so consistent too on this May ever since Contenders. This is the threat that you want to keep your eyes out for. Oni God also going to get the K. Washington Justice, they wanted to try to get out of the situation, but the Pair Eternal aren't going to let them get away like that.
He's onto Dom, but doesn't quite find it.
Look at what damage Onigod's putting on, and now the Photon Barrier coming in. Assassin's found the head onto Naga, and Mag is frozen from that blizzard that Naga sent out. Paris Eternal, look at the way that they're spreading the Justice thin. This is a team currently that is struggling to get through that choke point. They can do it with no mirror, but the Shatter is gonna stop the Justice. There's nowhere for that to go. The Paris Eternal.
Photon Barrier, plus that blizzard coming online rather soon as well. There it is. Decay, Photon Barrier comes out. Naga's already dead.
And with on shield, it's taking a lot of damage. They have that teleporter. They're gonna immediately that Decay being able to control so much space with that. There, the May wall too from Assassin. He's gonna hold on to this blizzard because they know the Paris Eternal, they're spread out, and that's why that May could help isolate some of those that are susceptible. The Paris Eternal have already made their way over to the point. Washington Justice, they need to back off. Don's taking a lot of damage, and the Diva Bombs come out, but the Photon Barrier has helped protect the Paris Eternal. Naga's also found Assassin, and Assassin won't be there with the with the beat. The Justice can help at least keep that sustainability, but Jaws, the Paris Eternal, they're playing a lot spread out too, and Oni's still narrowing down his focus on finding Decay.
Yeah, close to let it go with that beat super late.
Trying to pull the great Maywall from Naga is going to stop their entry. Meanwhile, the Immortality Field's already been used up. Mag has to watch out, but it's closer. He's found Dom. That's the main tank out for the Paris Eternal. Hopefully with this blizzard, they can try to secure some of these picks, but Decay and Bebe finding Naga and Khan, that's huge because they won't have the Immortality Field either. Paris Eternal, they're still finding these numbers, but you have to worry about Assassin to end this blizzard. Maybe Washington Justice, they can flip it. They do so successfully, but Paris Eternal...
Naga already used his Ice Block. He's got 1% away to the blizzard. He gets it, but no, Fury denies it with the eat. Naga's going to fall after that as well as the self-destruct comes out. Should be just a celebratory firework as it crashes high in the sky, but Pistola somehow kills two.
Finding both of the tanks, that's huge because Mag won't have the Shatter now for this fight. They've lost Assassin and Paris Eternal on their last legs. We're able to capture this point. The Justice, they're just hanging right outside the point, but they can't touch. Face off against each other. It's that Sombra. Naga's also going to match out with his own Sombra, and Onigod has a Pulse Bomb. He tries to let it loose, and he finds closer anyways. He didn't even need the stick right there, Jaws. He was able to get it right behind him when he was trying to retreat.
Yeah, Mag's going to go down as well. The Paris Eternal looking so good. Hack onto Onigod. Assassin does take him out, but will it matter? That's the question. Fury even used the self-destruct in that fight too to try and stabilize. I don't know about that one. That seemed a little bit of wasteful. The rest of your team were already backing off. Oh dear. They're going to be able to...
From Decay. EMP lands on both of the supports, and that's the best thing that we could have seen. But he doesn't find Drizo down. He gets hit with an anti though. Despite that, Drijo pops the rally. Mag is going to be able to jump onto Drijo, so that way that rally armor won't be able to get onto the rest of Paris Eternal. Paris Eternal now, with Khan trying to come back from the spawn, have to wait out on some of those supports. Onigon has this pulse.
No follow-up, but it doesn't matter. It just costs them a little bit of time. Pulse bomb from Onigod does it. Oh, no, it does! What? It didn't even connect, but it killed Bebe anyway.
I thought Bebe was trying to back off. Meanwhile, he still found closer too. He's taking careful support from the Washington Justice, and Paris Eternal are at 99% for capturing this point. Uses the recall, avoids a Diva Bomb, and he's still holding forward. He is not letting the rest of the Washington Justice get away with this because they want them to stagger as long as possible with overtime now ticking away.
Only absolute god mode is pretty hard to do as a Tracer sometimes. Overtime is here. EMP comes out, hits 3.
Oh, now here's that time. Naga 2 with the EMP. Washington Justice, they're falling like flies. Assassin and Bebe aren't in this fight. Paris Eternal with the rally are going to help sustain, and they have the Transcendence. This is too tough for the Washington Justice to stay on this point.
Oh, Paris are going to take the blizzard. Is matched by the Justice, the Paris Eternal. Everything's going to get frozen up. But the problem is, Closer, he's frozen too. If they can focus him down, they might just be able to save themselves from this beat. It doesn't quite happen as the 6-man beat and a Shatter comes out as well. A perfect block from Dans. He goes for a Shatter of his own, but doesn't quite manage to make it land. Now 2 walls end up coming out as well as finally members start to fall. Dan and Tridro go down as the Paris Eternal, with 2 minutes left on the time bank, have only managed to secure 66% on this point.
I can't believe that the Washington Justice were able to come back, and they're about to clean up Onigod here as well. But now they're about to put in all the damage.
All the damage. Oh, nice headshot by Naga. manages to get it through the window and Assassin ends up going down. Self-destruct to try and buy some space.
Oh.
Beautiful shatter by Mag. The bomb follow-up as well kills Dritro. What a defense there from the Justice. They don't even use the Blizzard either. They got 10% fight people away as the Justice do lay out the Blizzard. They do make their way onto the point eventually, but Assassin used that Blizzard right on top of Dan. He's instantly frozen and instantly killed by Closer. 2 spheres have been created on the point. A lot of zone denial, but the support from the Paris Eternal are in a little bit in trouble. Forced to use the Immortality Field as they try and take out try and help Vistola, but he's instantly taken out by Assassin, who's just waiting on the point for the Paris Eternal to engage. This is problems right now. Khan's already dead too. Someone's going to have to get the touch. No, they can't.
No one touches.
It looked like Dritro was going to
just let in base. There you go, charge straight onto Dan. He's in trouble. Shield's melting at a rapid rate as Decay is just shooting at his shield with the left click. Now he's TPing to high ground. Now Khan's in a little bit of trouble. Forced to use the Immortality Field, but Decay right behind you. Kel ends up taking him out, and Mag ends up taking out Dan too. This is very winnable for the Justice now. If they can just get back into the point, or even find one more pick. Only got his extremely low. He's getting booped around the whole time, and Fury just desperately trying to kill him, and he does manage to.
Yeah, 10 times out of 10 you go for this one. There's the blizzards, there's the walls, there's the windows. They're building an entire house on the point. Mag's dead though. The Dan is traded. Still high ground advantage for the Washington Justice here as Khan ends up going down. It's a big pick. The blizzard comes through. Vistola narrowly misses the eat. Dritro forced to use the sound barrier, but it only hits himself and only God. They're rather chunky in this fight, Johnny, but the problem is, the rest of the Justice, they hit a 5-man beat and rush on forward. This could just be it. They could tie themselves up in the series right now. Naga falls as well, and the final members of the Eternal trying to get a touch on the point. I don't think it's going to work out for them though. Dan charging back, not going to be there.
Eternal could easily engage here, and Naga's about to come back with an EMP as well.
Everybody's super split. Vistola does get remegged. A big EMP. It hits 4. Immortality Field is going to save them for the time being, though. Naga's still on the high ground, just chipping away at the health bars of the Justice, but they're just going to run on forward. A nice Transcendence to save Khan's life as he does zip away from that shatter, but a Blizzard to try and open things up a little bit more. But Johnny, it's just so difficult for them. I guess they found the pick onto Onigod, but the Justice, they are struggling to find anything else on this point.
They're so split up. They're so split up, and they couldn't just keep it together playing this Reinhardt composition. Decay swaps over to the Tracer in the last hacks here.
6-man beat, self-destruct from Vistola as well as Fury. Vistola ends up going down, but they trade it for Mag. Not a good start for the Justice at all. The EMP is massive. Decay and Assassin are hacked. Bebe as well. They just round up on him. And the Justice once more struggle to get anything done on this point. Naga is just an absolute menace for them right now. Like you said, it's so hard for them to actually get on top of anybody. The kiting from the Eternal, even without a Lucio, Johnny, is just crazy. He's waiting for that Matrix to fade away to use the Blizzard, and he does just that. But the problem is, Khan was waiting in the wings for the Transcendence. Bebe is now dead. Justice lose most of their heals, but they at least find a pick. Vistola's on the point, trying to cause mayhem and trying to make sure that Justice don't get any more ticks. He does so successfully as now Furious hack to maybe focus down. A rally for the Paris Eternal to make them way more hardy, and Mag ends up just getting run over. Bebe dying first in this fight was disastrous for the Justice. A lucky beat comes out for Closer, but is it going to be enough? It only heats Baby Diva and himself, and that's going to be it. The Justice, they are held on first as the Paris Eternal to security. Oh, did you see that? It almost baited Fury. Fury dash back, expecting maybe Onigod to pop his head through. Big kill onto Naga to start, though. The Solar's mech goes down as well. Okay, so the Justice have won the first fight. They get a lot of ult charge as well, and the scary thing is, too, look at the amount of damage Assassin has done already. There's no sim wall either. See, look at Naga, he's trying to... No, Fury spotted that a mile away! Naga ran to the battle line and Fury was just standing behind him with a Matrix. They do end up trading as Decay goes down for Dan, but Fury is still alive, negating a lot of this damage. He can even use the self-destruct for some pressure, but it doesn't matter. That shadow was absolutely huge. Fury follows it up with a self-destruct as well. He's going to have to be the biggest one of his career, it feels like, and he's trying to pitch up for it now.
There it is!
There's the shadow. It hits 2. He doesn't find the pin, but a freeze onto Mag is going to be good. But no, Decay was behind the wall that whole time, holding the Deadeye. Dan ends up going down. Decay is at least traded as the Paris Eternal do use the Blizzard Blizzard on point. A nice little beat from Closer, though, keeps Mag alive just long enough to save Closer, but it doesn't matter. Nagas Blizzard, it's too good. OT is here, but the Justice are no way near the point. A window for Bebe, but only God runs him down. And at the final seconds of this map, the Paris Eternal managed to find the fight, and the Justice end up falling. The Paris Eternal now on match point.
They're being pushed back already by down on that Wrecking Ball, and Nagas Farah is doing work.
God, look at...
Can we just pay attention to Don real quick?
Oh, there it is.
He was spinning so quickly. They couldn't do anything about it at all. They don't have a Sombra, so they couldn't hack him. The best they could do is maybe wall him, stop his momentum. Oh, risky res. Fury with the Bunny Blaster. Nope. There is Naga to clean it up. That was very frustrating. Too easy from Fury. A little 180, gets the yeet on the pulse, can't start off the fight well, and Vastola ends up going down. Doesn't really, I mean, look at the distance that they're actually getting on the payload, though. Assassin takes out Dredro, and like you said, these discords from the Justice are going to have to be perfect. You send Assassin in, up into the sky. That is a interesting...
Naga here. The flank is coming in from Only God as well. Can they find a pick onto Baby early? He goes down, he's discord as well. Dangerous territory here for Washington, but Dan goes down first.
Oh, 1v1 Tracer. Decay doesn't want to take it. Dan ends up going down, like you said, and that's the Justice continuing to hold. Only a minute now remaining. The Paris Eternal, this was their map to turn the tide. Frees himself up and manages to get out of there rather quickly. And uh-oh, wrong side of the map are most of the teams, and Fury gets a D-Mech kill onto Dredro. Assassin with the copy as well, forces Khan away and ends up finishing him off as well. 10 seconds to go. The Paris Eternal struggling to get anything done on this first point. Vastola D-Mech'd, killed. And that should just be it. I don't think anybody from the Paris Eternal can get back to the point in time. I mean, Naga is here, Johnny, but no sound barrier at all. Dredro gets turned to a crisp. OT ticks away, and the Paris Eternal can't even catch Decay. And like you mentioned, Johnny, Tracer, extremely scary. There's the slam. Khan in trouble. It's going to get Matrix, but it doesn't matter. Assassin was right behind him. Decay and Assassin just pincering the Zenyatta. One person still on the payload as well. The Eternal have to touch, but I don't think they're going to be able to. Dan, Vastola already dead. It's only up to Only God now to try and make something of this point. He's already burned his recall. And the Justice, they're going to tie up the series. They full hold.
Khan knows what the threat is. Both teams poking away with these Tracer Wrecking Ball compositions. The K finds a pick early. That's crucial for the Washington
Justice. He finds another one too. Sooner ends up going down, just gets clipped. Not a good start for the Paris Eternal at all. Decay is an absolute menace. 3 kills for him to start this
He's
map
smiling
off.
During this fight early.
He does check him and actually forces Decay all the way back to the rest of his team. Mine's on points. Pile Driver 2. EMP comes out, hits 2. Mag, Decay are hacked. Bebe ends up going down as well. Fury D-Mech. Good fight for the Paris Eternal. Quick 1-2 with the play a bit more aggressive. EMP still online for Assassin, doesn't want to blow it out just yet. There you go. It's only a solo. Oh no, triple EMP even. Hits Dredro, Vastola, and Dan. Pulse Bomb lobbed in for good measure. Ends up picking up Naga. Overtime is here, yes, for the Paris Eternal, but the Justice ends up getting the flip. And they got a couple of ults to spare as well for this next.
90% accounting. Naga could get picked here.
Beautiful
he actually
peel.
Survives barely. But Suna goes down. This is terrible.
Unbelievable peel.
You find that pick. 99%. Someone has to touch. Vastola's going to be the man. Mines come out from Washington Justice, but you need to find a big EMP here. Here it comes.
Naga. Here it comes. There's the... Oh, the self-destruct get launches out. Naga's way too late, Johnny. The fight's already over, mate. The EMP. It lands. Oh, he's playing the Sigma as well. This is going to be a very frustrating thing to deal with the rocks and the CC, but they can just run him over. Nice boot from Fury. Off the map goes Khan. Dredro to follow as well as he turned into Jam. Vastola also falls. It seems like such a good comp for the Justice, Johnny. Vastola's basically a sitting duck.
But this is
another boot onto Suna too.
This is exactly what happened in their match.
So this really is their redemption for what happened in the June joust. Oh my word! Khan just lasered down. He does end up getting booped. Just very selfishly uses the immortality field, but I'm going to be real with you. If you're finding kills like this, Johnny, use it on yourself 9 times out of 10. But can they get anything done? Mag is fine. He's just sitting in immortality field, Johnny. The Blizzard's going to help protect them as well. The beat comes through. Oh my word, this is just a slaughter. The Justice, they're painting the Paris Eternal their own colors. They're painting them red, Johnny. They're leaving no survivors. 85% now on the board. They're about to take the series.
The Washington Justice, we talked about them in the Summer Showdown, if they're able to get there.
To pop it without going instantly down, but they still need to be able to juggle point control. Bebe also falls, so now maybe a little bit more winnable. Decay is going to get hacked as well, forced away. Sooner chases him down as Dredro ends up falling for the Paris Eternal, and they're still trying to deal with this Reinhardt. Somehow, some way, Johnny, they've made it back into this fight. The kill onto Bebe was worth it, and Dredro managed to get that rally off in time. Khan ends up going down as well. It's a 3v1. Assassin has Blizzard, but knows he doesn't need to use it. Paris Eternal lobs the ultimate out as well. There's the shadow, doesn't quite find all too much. Bebe ends up actually going down to Dan in the background.
The pin?
Furious actually trying to just contest the point right now, and Decay and Mag just run through the rest of the Paris Eternal as Dan and Dredro are trying to fight on the point. Yes, they kill Fury, but will it be enough? It's going to have to be another miracle, but they haven't really got any ults online. A boop onto the ball, and this should just be it. OT ticking down. They do have Vestola to, again, cycle himself on point and get the touch, but he gets instantly demeched. Decay is too high charge, Shoddy. They can't get it. They can't get him down. The ball once more just swinging himself back in. Khan ends up falling to Mag. Once more, it looks inevitable for the Justice to win. The EMP comes out, it takes down the wall and Bebe as well. 5-man EMP, but it doesn't matter because the Justice find the W. They now face the Dallas Fuel a little bit later today. The Paris Eternal so close to taking this series. But the Justice swipe it away from them at the last second.